Alright, what's up people? This is SiTHFuRion, and right now we're going to be checking out episode 5 of season 4 of Vikings. Last time, quick little recap. Last time Bjorn got attacked by that berserker Earl Claff, and King Ulrich's son, Erlindor is his name. They both sent that berserker after him, but Erlindor gave that ring that belonged to King Ulrich. He gave that to the berserker, and now Bjorn has it. So I think it's only a matter of time before he figures out exactly who sent that berserker after him. Plus you've got Lagertha, who's practically being used and played by Earl Clough. I think it's only a matter of time before she figures out what's going on. That's if she doesn't know already. I think she might know, but we're just going to have to wait and see with that one. Back in Kattegat, we do have Floki. He's now kind of a free man to go and do what he wants to do. Plus Aslog has approached Floki saying, teach Ivar the ways of our gods. I can't trust Ragnar to do it. Like, he's too busy and obsessed with Christians and all that stuff. Teach him how to be a Viking. I think Floki will teach him. I think Floki will teach Ivar to hate with a passion, because like, it's not really spoilerish. It's basically history. I do know a few things about Ivar. A friend of mine, when I told him that I was doing reactions to this show, he basically said that Ivar was like one of the worst, most deadliest, nastiest Vikings of all time. He like raided England for like 15 years straight. So I think Floki will teach him the ways of the gods, and teach him to hate Christians, basically. Plus Floki, I'm not too sure just yet, but I think Floki's going to end up being the new seer. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. And then you got Ragnar. It's like, he's kind of become a little bit obsessed with this girl. I can't think of a name at the moment, but I do think she's of some type of importance, because in the last episode, when she was saying about how her family got attacked on the boat and they wouldn't dare to rape her, and when Ragnar questioned it, she just carried on with the story. You know, I definitely think she's of some type of importance. Not too sure just yet, but I definitely think her family has some type of power or importance wherever she's from. Ragnar has kind of become a little bit obsessed with her to a certain degree, but it's on like multiple levels. Like I've said like a few times, I don't think it's of like a level of, oh, I find you attractive. I think it's more of, I find you interesting. I'm curious, and that's what Ragnar is. Ragnar is very curious of different cultures and different people and places. But then there's also this level of companionship. I'm not too surprised that he's latched onto somebody new, because, you know, he's lost Athelstan. His brother has left him. He's lost his friend Floki. He also lost the woman that he loves, Lagertha. A lot of Ragnar's friends have died. You know, like Torsten and all that. So he really hasn't got anybody apart from his kids. And even Bjorn left him at one point. You know what I mean? So it's like, shit. So he's really getting obsessed with her. He's very intrigued and curious about her. So we're just going to have to kind of see where that goes. But back in England, things ain't really going too good. You've got that one king, the heavyset one. King Eli, is it? I mean, he knows that his daughter is sleeping with King Egbert, and his son-in-law is sleeping with the Queen of Mercia. The fuck, man? Like I said before, I think he's definitely going to be the one to rock the boat and fuck things up, but we'll see. But back in Paris, man, you've got, first off, the two snakes in the grass. I think they're going to try and take out Olo, and then probably go after the Emperor and try and take his throne. Possibly. Like, I think I've said this before, but it's like a proper Game of Thrones thing with them two. I think those two might become a problem as well. But right now, Rollo has learned the language. He's consummated his marriage with his wife many times. It'll be kind of interesting now to see the dynamic of Rollo in Paris and actually speaking the language and taking charge and everything. Oh, and can I just say, I love Judith at the moment. I think her kind of character arc is becoming really interesting. She's gone from being kind of a bit of a background actor to becoming a really strong, dominant character. Like the way she spoke to her father in the last episode, man, I think it's really, really cool. But then, not to forget, at the end of the last episode, this new king has turned up, claiming he's going to be the king of all of Norway. But to do that, he has to overthrow Ragnar. So I'm kind of interested to see where that's going to go. I don't know, man. We're just going to have to check this out. Episode 5. Let's do this, man. The fuck?
That was impressive.
Blosen,
Bjorn must have murdered our berserker.
Doesn't matter,
Really? How can you say so?
because we have eyes in Ragnar's household. Anything we need to know, we'll find out. Bjorn's weakness, Ragnar's weakness.
Why?
Time to strike.
Through Torvi.
Of course, through Torvi. Otherwise, I'll kill her child. She knows I'll do it too.
Little bastard, man. I really don't like him.
What were you two talking about?
Erlander was telling me how he has forgiven Torvi for leaving him.
Really? The young man still surprises me sometimes.
She can't be this stupid, man.
I, too, have a surprise. I am with child.
No.
That makes me so very happy.
Me too. More than I can say.
Oh,
Although
no.
it is still early days.
Marry me, Lagertha. Marry me. I've always known that we were fated to be together. Lagertha.
Come on, really? He betrayed her. Like, she cannot be that gullible.
And what kind of man takes a mother away from her child?
Ooh.
You tell me. You tried to take me away from my mother.
That is not the way it went.
Yeah, completely
If you
different.
remember, your mother left me.
Yeah.
You left me.
What was I saying just? Fuck. Everyone's left Ragnar at some point.
I have definitely failed at being a husband.
My brother Halfdan is bringing them.
Is your brother like you?
No. He's much worse.
Okay.
He's much worse.
You have such ambitions.
What else is there?
You don't know me. And fame won't make your small kingdom any bigger.
So there's a brother, and he's meant to be worse. Okay. Could be trouble. I just don't understand how, like, they're just like, okay, we're gonna go and raid somewhere together, like, unless Aslaug hasn't told Ragnar what this new king's plans are in overthrowing him and everything.
The only choice now is for both of you noble kings to raise your armies and invade Mercia and rid my kingdom of all the factions who want to ruin me, the only legitimate ruler of that poor, ravaged, raped, and abused land.
I agree with the Queen.
Yeah, you would.
There is no other choice now.
Come to bed.
No.
Oh, shit.
Very well. Go sleep with my father. You whore!
Yes, and why don't you go and sleep with your mistress, the Queen?
Oh, shit.
You're another reason to flagellate yourself. You are husband to me in name only, as I am wife to you.
Oh,
But you're
shit.
otherwise free to do as you will.
Wow, I like that. You're my husband only in name. Go do whatever the fuck you want to do. She's gonna go to King Egbert. Yep.
We had an argument.
Faithful.
He called me your whore, which I am and have freely chosen to be.
This was my wife's ring.
Wow.
My wife died in childbirth. I cannot tell you the pain of it. And I was resolved never to marry again. But I would like you to wear it.
If you're thinking about it though, he has got a weakness for strong, dominant women. I mean, look at the way he was so obsessed with fucking Lagertha. You know what I mean? And Judith has become a very strong, dominant female, you know, so I'm not surprised that King Egbert's like, here's this ring.
Your Highness, forgive me. I am reluctant to discuss matters which relate directly to my superior.
You mean, Count Odo? Just say what you have to say.
Highness, I am troubled that you always trust his word.
Why? Should I not trust his word?
Because he is not always worth believing.
Why, pray, is he not worth believing?
Because he is ambitious. Ambitious beyond ambitious. So that even an emperor's crown would not sit untidily upon his head.
Oh, they're starting to put their plans into motion now. He's not confident as a king at all.
What are you saying? Do you have any proof of this?
I have the word of his mistress.
For God's sake! How should I trust the evidence of this woman?
Because this woman is my sister.
Really?
Is it true?
It is like a proper
Yes.
Game of Thrones shit, man.
And does Count Odo talk freely of his ambitions?
Yes, he does.
His ambition to replace me.
What the fuck is... What's the deal with his king? I mean, emperor.
His ambition to become emperor.
Stay close to Count Odo. Report to me anything which might signal his treachery. Now go, leave me!
Sounds like he's gonna start crying. He's such a weak king, man. Oh my god. He's such a weak king. Why? What was the smile about? Is it just an act?
What has become clear to both the Emperor and myself is that if we were to lose Paris, we would lose everything.
We must hold Paris, whatever the cost. There's no alternative, no other choice. When my brother returns, everything will be decided here.
Yep. Bono knows. But is the Emperor just pulling like a prank? He's pretending to be weak, so his enemies drop their guard around him or something. There's got to be something there. What was that smile about, man?